Hi, I'm Matt Dean. Welcome to another Suno tutorial. This I'm calling Expert Mode Part 2 as a follow-up to our last video where we looked over a lot of the prompts that are working and not working and ways to get specific sounds and voices, personas for you to use on these songs. Now what we're going to do is, once you found all that, is we're going to show you how to take your lyrics, your song elements, edit what you need to edit, add new lyrics onto it, make those adjustments, do a cover song to cover the whole thing to make it sound all nice and smooth and amazing. And I'm going to go into that in detail. If you're just getting started in Suno, you're going to want to go back and look at my 10 steps guide. That's going to help you to learn how to set up your account, create your first songs, do your downloads, all that kind of stuff. So go watch that first and then come back here and get the details. The other day I was testing all this out. I wanted to see how to best use this in creating my own songs and wanted to create an opera song. So that's what we're looking at now. And I'm going to go back and pull in exactly what I did step by step along the way so that you can see this and use it for your own songs. It is somewhat complicated, but when you go through these steps, you're going to find that you can tweak the hell out of these things, which is really nice. So this is the full song. We're not going to go through that right now. We're going to look at that later on. You can listen to it on my account if you like to. We'll look at that at the very end. But we're going to try to recreate this as best as possible. And we're going to do that with starting from scratch. So we're going to go to this create section on Suno. If it doesn't say custom already, you're going to want to select custom. And then we're going to drop in our lyrics. Now, I started with just a few basic verses and a chorus, and then added in stuff later once I found things that I really liked. So we're going to start the exact same way. So this is my Ode to Suno opera lyrics, and we're going to start with these basic prompts of a melancholy verse. We've got a bridge, verse 2, pre-chorus, and a chorus. And that's all we started with on this. And we are using opera sierra, theatrical, male singer. I am not on this using any of the exclude styles, which you can. So if you find that when you're putting in your song type, your style of music, and it's adding in something you don't want, like if I was doing opera and I was getting a country sound or a rock sound, I would exclude those styles in the exclude styles. Now I'm not going to do that on this version just yet. We've got no persona selected yet for this, and that's okay. We're going to call this problematic opera part do, and I like to number each of these as I go along so I know which sections I'm looking at. It makes it easier to follow. So let's give this a try. Let's see what this will do for us. Here we go. First round is this.
Struggling to find the prompts to satisfy the muse. Something here is missing. Emptiness is met with sad confusion.
All right, it's all right. Let's see what the second one is.
Heavily to find the prompts to satisfy the muse. Something here is missing. Emptiness is met with sad confusion.
Okay. Now, I don't know how much of an opera sound that really is. We're going to switch over to version 4. I realized that it was switched over to 3.5 for some reason. And I'm going to change this up. Rather than opera sierra, we're going to say rock opera. And we're going to try female singer. This is version 3, so we don't get these confused.
Struggling to find the prompts to satisfy the muse. Something here is missing. Emptiness is met with sad confusion.
Okay, I really like that one. That's really good. Let's see what the next one is.
Struggling to find the prompts to satisfy the muse. Something here is missing. Emptiness is met with sad confusion. Is this just a lark, wasting precious time?
So now it's just going to repeat what I put in there before to add to the rest of the song. And what I want it to do is I want it to put in some new lyrics. So What we're going to do is we're going to extend this, and we're going to see at this point that this repeats, which is here. Okay, so let's say at 133 is where we're going to extend this. So we're going to hit extend, and we're going to extend from 133. We're going to call this 3B extend. That way I can keep track of all these. And we're going to keep the same style of music, and we're going to add in our new lyrics. We're going to take these, pull those out, and we're going to add in our new section, our new lyrics, which we're going to start with an orchestral bridge. We'll see if that puts it in. We've got our next verse and another verse after that. We got another pre-chorus and another big chorus, and then a little repeat on that last part of it. So let's see what this does with this extension and what this does to the song. Okay, so we've got two new extensions here. Let's take a listen to the first one.
This is not the prompts I used, it's playing what it wants. The programming seems random, can I at least select the font? I'll try.
Okay, so that was not bad. Let's see what the next one is.
This is not the prompts I used, it's playing what it wants.
That's cool.
The programming seems random, can I at least select the font?
Let's rename this
I'll try
as
this
B.
part in Latin, let's see how it sounds. Hoc me canitis dolor, audigo summit tracks it petted. All that I was wanting, a distraction from the day.
Okay, so I like the second one, B. I like B deal with B. So that worked better for me. So we're going to take this now and we're going to combine that with the first one that we liked. And so we're going to go over here to these dots. We're going to go to create and we're going to say get whole song. So now it's going to put those pieces together for us.
This is not the prompts I
Okay, so that's where it stitched the two together. Great. All right, so I like the way this is sounding, but I want to make a change. So we're going to go over here to edit this time, and we're going to go to replace section. So let's do replace. And what this is going to do is bring up the entire song. So this is the waveform for the entire piece. And wherever you select here, it's going to show you those lyrics on the left, where you can replace lyrics if you want to, or you can replace whatever you want to do. So now this is only going to let you do 30 seconds. You have to do a minimum of 10 seconds, and it's only going to let you do 30. And so once you've dragged to select an area, if you want to move the selection, hit Shift, click, and then you can drag that along to wherever you want that to be. So I'm going to get it to do just this part. I don't want it to do the pre-chorus. I just want to do this Latin part. I like the sound, but I want to try some alternates for this verse of what this is going to sound like. And if you wanted to change something, here's where you could change a word or two from this, and it would redo that section with that new version. So let's try this. Let's recreate section. And we're going to confirm, that's what we want. Okay, so there it is. It has created two pieces for us to choose from. Let's see what they sound like.
the font. I'll try this part in Latin. Let's see how it sounds. Hoc me canitis dolor, out ego, some attracts it.
So there you can see a section where it does not like the rhythm of what is there, right? The Latin phrasing that I have is hard for it to match into that section. And so it actually missed a word on that version. Let me just see if I can help it out a little bit. We're going to extend this slightly. Let's try that again. Okay, let's see what those sound like.
Select the font. I'll try this part in Latin. Let's see how it sounds. Hoc me canitis dolor, out ego sum attracts it pated. All that I was.
Great. Okay, that actually sounded really good. All right, I like this one. So we're going to take this one. We're going to select it. And now it's going to redo the full song with that piece in it.
I'll try this part in Latin. Let's see how it sounds. Hoc me canitis this dollar out, ego sum attracts it, painted all that I was wanting.
Great, so put that section in there. Now let's say we wanted a bigger end to this song. So we're gonna wanna extend this, give it one big moment again. So let's do that. Let's take this song and we're gonna extend this to make a bigger version of the song. And we're gonna extend from where? Let's see.
Anyway.
Okay, so let's do it at 7. Let's do it 307 and see if we can get it to kick back in again. 307. We're gonna go to a new section here, which we're gonna do my post-chorus with an outro and an end. So this is post-chorus, problematic opera, insert random singing here. Let's add some random stuff for the ending, outro and end. So let's see what this gives us. And let's create this extension.
Anyway, this is a problematic opera, problematic opera. Insert random singing here. Ooh, problematic opera, problematic opera. Let's add some random stuff for the ending.
Oh my god, that noise. That is random. That's just random weird. Oh my god. This is why I love Suno. What is that digital noise? Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna crop out that last little part. It's very funny, but just to show you how cropping works, we're gonna take this and we're going to get the whole song. Let's go into edit. We're gonna do crop song. And we're gonna get rid of this last little bit. Use our edit section, we're going to crop. And we're going to take this section here. Get rid of it right before it goes to that weird noise. And that's gonna be our crop. So we're gonna crop this and go back out, and this is gonna give us a cropped version of that song. Okay, so now we've got a cropped version of the song. So the last thing we're gonna do to fine tune this just the last little bit is we're gonna take this song and we're gonna make a cover version of it. There are multiple things you can do with a cover version of the song. You can create an entirely different style of music with this same melody and lyrics, or you can use that same melody and lyrics within the same style of music and get something that's just a little different from this final version that we have here. We're gonna take our lyrics and we're gonna do all the lyrics that we have. This is another place that if you want to make a change here, that if you want to adjust this and change out one of the lyrics, you can. And now we're going to create a cover version of this and see what this does.
Is this just a lark, wasting precious time? Is there something out there making this worthwhile? All that I was wanting, a distraction from the day. Now I'm left here sitting while algorithms play. This would sound better sung in Latin, like operas should do.
So as you can see, this does some really interesting variations on the theme. So it's a great way to find the sound that you like, tweak the lyrics, make any fixes, crop it down to where you want it to be, and then when you go back and cover it, it's going to give you all these alternate versions that you can then pick from, decide, all right, what is the song that sounds closest to what you're wanting? And to me, this brings in some really lovely surprises. This does indeed feel like a band member who has learned to play everything by ear and just throws some really fun stuff in from time to time that you may not have thought of doing. All right, so finally in this video, I'm gonna go back and show you the test that this whole thing started with. Now, I walked through the same process that I just showed you, where it started with a couple of verses and choruses, and created this version of the song that I then expanded on. We're gonna take a listen to this as we go out of this today, but thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe. If you want to get our personas, we've got a bunch of them that I put on here and made them public, so you're welcome to any of those that you like. Meanwhile, send me any notes, anything that you're testing out that is working well for you. I'd love to hear about it so that we can all together make better music using this crazy AI function. This is the future of the world, guys. You're either in or you're not, because this isn't going to change. Hopefully this will be ways that we can expand our own knowledge, our own abilities, and create some amazing things. So thanks for joining me. Talk to you again soon.
All that I was wanting, a distraction from the day. Now I'm left here sitting while algorithms play. This would sound better sung in Latin, like opera should do. Translating in Google, I'm too lazy to. It would sound cool in Latin. What should I have it say? No one here knows Latin. Wouldn't matter anyway. This is not the prompts I used. It's playing what it wants. The programming seems random. Can I at least select the font? I'll try this part in Latin. Let's see how it sounds. Hoc me Canadis dolor. Our egos on the tracks it petted. All that I was wanting, a distraction from the day. Now I'm left here sitting while algorithms play. This would sound better sung in Latin, like opera should do. Translating in Google, I'm too lazy to. It would sound cool in Latin. What should I have it say? No one here knows Latin. Wouldn't matter anyway. No one here knows Latin. It wouldn't matter anyway. This is a problematic opera. Problematic opera. Insert random singing here. Ooh, problematic opera. Problematic opera. Let's add some random stuff for the ending.